Second-headed monster, the tax man. Oh my. Hey there, folks. Elder Law Care attorney Patrick Kelleher coming to you from elderlawcare.com. Hey, folks, today is a tax question. The tax question is, what is reciprocity? What is reciprocity when it comes to income taxes, okay? And folks, what I'm referring to is if you work in one state and live and reside in another state, can both states tax you on your income? Hey folks, let's face it, we are a mobile society. We are no longer static, sitting at home, working the same career like our parents and grandparents did. Oftentimes, folks are working remote and they're traveling, they're living in one state and working in another state. So when it comes to your income, who gets to tax you, okay? So this is the second-headed monster that we're referring to here, the tax man, the taxing authority, and who gets to tax you. So folks, long and short of it, you should not be taxed in both states, okay? So different states have different tax rules. So it's really, really important to work with a qualified tax attorney or accountant or CPA who's familiar with the tax laws around what state you live in and what state you work in. So if you are a person who lives in one state, say in New Jersey, and you work in New York City, perfect example. Can both the state of New York tax you on your income and the state of New Jersey? And generally speaking, the answer is no, okay? So some of these states have what they call reciprocity tax laws. State reciprocity tax laws that will not allow the other state to also tax you. They cannot double dip, so to speak, okay? Some states have an addendum form that you can utilize and so forth. And a lot of these states have reciprocity. And there's a map, you can Google it, the state reciprocity tax laws, okay? And you should see the United States of America, and the map will usually be colored in orange with states that have a tax reciprocity law that you do not have to jump through hoops and file in both states, and that is usually administratively a lot more convenient and a lot less burdensome on you as the taxpayer if you live in one of these states that have a tax law reciprocity, okay? If you live in one of the states that do not have a tax law reciprocity and you live in one state and work in another state, then your accountant might have to file tax return in both states, okay? But you should never, the general rule is you should never pay double taxation, but there may be a requirement if they do not have the convenience of a reciprocity tax law. Sometimes you may have to file tax returns in both states. You'll only usually pay in your home state and not the state that you work in as well, generally speaking, okay? And there was a tax law or a tax win on this in a fairly recent case in 2015, and it was a tax win for the taxpayer. And interestingly enough, no pun intended, the case was out of Maryland. It was Maryland versus Wynn, but the Wynn was spelled W-Y-N-N. The taxing authority in Maryland, the state of Maryland, versus Wynn, from my understanding, reviewing that case, basically says the states cannot double tax you when you live in one state and work in the other. Folks, if you found this video helpful, please scroll down, post a comment, post a question, because a member of our Elder Law Care team will get back to you as soon as possible. If you'd like to learn more about estate planning and elder law, strongly recommend pick up a copy of our book on Amazon, Patrick Kelleher, How to Avoid the Four-Headed Monster of Estate Planning and Elder Law, because you will learn a lot. Also go to elderlawcare.com. You can pick up the book there, and also check out some of our other educational programs that I created. Folks, great to see you here. Look forward to seeing you next time at elderlawcare.com. And make sure you subscribe to keep up to date on other important elder law topics.